Thank you. New tonight, an upstate college is facing a wrongful death lawsuit in connection to a deadly on-campus shooting. It happened at Spartanburg Methodist College on New Year's Day of last year. According to a statement released by the state law enforcement division, a campus safety officer tried to arrest the driver of a pickup truck who was driving the wrong way on a one-way street. Officials say a fight broke out during the arrest, and that's when the campus safety officer shot the driver of the truck. The driver, identified as Victor Roblero, was pronounced dead at the scene. His family is now suing the college along with campus safety, the Spartanburg Methodist Police Department, and the campus safety officer. The lawsuit claims Roblero didn't pose a threat to the officer and that the officer used excessive, unjustified, and lethal force. 7 News reached out to the Spartanburg Methodist College, which said it had, quote, no comment on this matter at this time.
In Anderson County, deputies say they arrested a man for an armed robbery this morning. The sheriff's office says the man held up the stop a minute on Pierman Dairy Road around 7:30. We're told he left in a car, which deputies say they found a short time later. We're told the suspect tried to run away, but was taken into custody. His name and charges haven't been released. There were no injuries. 3 people were killed and 5 others hurt when police say a man fired shots from a boat into a waterfront bar in North Carolina. It happened around 9:30 Saturday night in Southport. That's along the coast near Wilmington. Authorities say the suspected shooter targeted diners at American Fish Company. A nearby business owner says he spotted the boat in the water moments before the gunfire started.
I hunkered against that wall and everybody else was running out. I called 911 as fast as I could. As soon as the bullet stopped, I was going in, seeing the boat go down the intercoastal waterway with no lights on.
Police say the suspect took off in the boat headed for Oak Island. That's where the Coast Guard arrested 40-year-old Nigel Edge. His charges include 3 counts of first-degree murder. Investigators say Edge is a combat veteran living with PTSD.
Spartanburg County Sheriff's deputies arrested a man after they say he led them on a chase Friday night. The Sheriff's Office says it received a tip about a stolen car in Welford, believed to be involved in an ongoing investigation. Investigators say Welford police tried to stop the car when it sped away, leading to the chase. We're told the car crashed around Upper Valley Falls Road, and the man, Bryson Hannon, ran from deputies. He was booked into the Spartanburg County Detention Center and faces multiple charges.
Now on 7 News at 10, a former South Carolina lawmaker has pleaded guilty in a child pornography case. We have the latest from Columbia, including what investigators found. And federal authorities are searching for people they say stole more than a dozen firearms from a Simpsonville store. How you can help and receive a reward for information. Plus, butterflies were released as community members welcomed Brooks Playground to downtown Greenville. We'll give you a look before the playground opens. And thanks for joining us tonight. We do start with breaking news out of Columbia. A judge has accepted a guilty plea from a former state lawmaker in a child pornography case. 7 News State House reporter Caroline Yaffa was there in the courtroom and has the latest.
R.J. May has pleaded guilty to 5 counts of distributing child pornography, just a week and a half before his original trial was supposed to take place. May was charged with 10 federal counts of distributing child sexual abuse material after investigators say they traced files shared on the app Kik through accounts using the names Joe Biden with 4N69 and Eric Rentling back to May's home internet and personal cell phone. In court on Monday, he admitted to using these aliases.
These files are shared over and over again. Agents found May distributed videos like this more than 470 times in 5 days. Every download re-victimizes these children and fuels this evil industry.
Under the agreement approved by the judge, each count carries between 5 to 20 years in prison, a fine up to $250,000 per count, and 5 years to life supervised release, plus other financial penalties. Under federal law, the judge will decide whether those 5 sentences run at the same time or one after another.
There's not going to be a trial. So there's no risk. You never know what a jury's going to do, although the evidence obviously was overwhelming. So this gives us certainty that he pled to 5 counts and he will serve time.
The counts that do get dismissed are still considered and held against him. So we didn't feel the sentence would be any substantively different, whether it was 5 counts or 10 counts.
Attorney Bill Nettles says this is a win for the prosecution.
That is, he's been prosecuted, he's pled guilty, it's public knowledge, he's going to go to prison. And whether it's 5 years, 10 years, or 20 years, for somebody like him, his life is for all intents and purposes, over.
May asked the judge if his public defenders can help him. She granted his request, and he is no longer representing himself.
The path he was on, that of representing himself, not accepting responsibility, just basically making it as difficult as possible in every turn, is the kind of actions that, typically land people on the upper end of the sentencing guidelines. The
plea agreement also requires May to register as a sex offender for life, forfeit his electronic devices, and pay restitution to victims. U.S. Attorney for the District of South Carolina, Brian Sterling, says there were 62 victims, and as of now, they can only identify 21 of them. In Columbia, Caroline Yaffa, 7 News.
Now, May was set to go to trial October 9th, but now he is just waiting for his sentence. The federal judge says the hearing is set for January 14th.
A pro-life group in the upstate is withdrawing support for a new abortion bill in South Carolina. The Unborn Child Protection Act, as currently written, has no exceptions for abortions in cases of rape, incest, or fetal anomalies. It prohibits access to certain forms of birth control. The bill also criminalizes abortion as homicide. Pro-Life Greenville said it's withdrawing support over the removal of a provision that protects pregnant women from prosecution. The Senate Medical Affairs Committee will hold a public hearing on the bill tomorrow.
The theft of a number of firearms from a Simpsonville shop has caught the attention of the feds, and now the ATF is offering a hefty reward to anyone who can help put 3 burglars behind bars. 7 News' Lauren Miller gives us a look at security footage of the burglary.
The Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives is offering a $10,000 reward to anyone with information that can lead to the arrest and conviction to the people who busted through this glass window, which is now boarded up.
Saturday night at about 10:50, one of the burglary cameras, motion goes off.
This is surveillance video outside at the Simpsonville Gun and Pawn Shop on September 20th when 3 thieves broke in. Ring camera footage shows the 3 breaking in and hopping out, guns in hand.
Ran behind the counter back here, grabbed a couple of guns from behind here. The other 2 gentlemen jumped across the counter on the other end of the building and ran into the back room where I have my layaways, and they started grabbing some of those guns.
That's the video that I woke up to.
Owner Mike Teal says the smash and grab was the first successful burglary in 15 years at the shop.
Yeah, he's got a gun in his hand.
They had been here before, there's not a doubt. I feel certain they knew what they were looking for.
He told us they stole 17 guns, 5 rifles, and 12 handguns. And he's convinced the thieves knew what they were doing.
They were only in the building about a minute and a half.
The situation is, of course, a disappointment for him.
It's a shame, regardless. A thief has been with us since the beginning of time, and they will be here till the end of time.
But a $10,000 reward for information leading to the arrest and conviction of the thieves is hopeful.
I think that's great, and I think with 3 individuals involved, someone's going to talk.
The owner says he'll be placing bars on the window to prevent future break-ins. In Simpsonville, Lauren Miller, 7 News.
Now, as you saw, the 3 thieves were wearing masks and gloves during the break-in, so they have, again, not been identified. But ATF asked anyone with information to contact 1-888-ATF-TIPS.